Okay, everybody, I hope everyone had a good day. I wanted to do another video for you guys. I'm sorry I didn't say hello. I'm trying to get through this kind of quick. I got a couple of questions about my last video about Tesla and Apple. Today I'm going to focus on how I avoided the Tesla and Apple drop, and you can too. So first thing I want to do is jump right into the charts because it's going to tell us. That's basically how I'm going to tell you how I avoided it. So you'll notice this chart is basically the same as what we were looking at in the last video, but I left all my lines on. I try and do that when possible to keep myself accountable to things I tell you guys to do. I want to make sure you know I'm doing it. So I identified here as a possible trade on Tesla, and then I said, you know what, this just doesn't fit my criteria. No trade on Tesla. Well, you see what happened. Hold on one second. There we go. Basically, this is that high point where the stock split right there at 502, dropped, came back up. Now here we are. There was yesterday, fell right through. There's today. This is the gap down, open this morning. Boom, here we are. So made a low of 402. It's almost $100 from its high. And I'm sure there's a bunch of people who bought it, around the 500 area or so. So, and not good. Hopefully, like for me, I would have just took a stop out. I don't know if everyone uses stops who is following this video. I highly recommend it, but is what it is. So the moral of the story today, folks, is that just following my plan and my strategy that a couple of you are, I'm sure, watching this took the bootcamp class. I said doesn't fit my criteria. I give everybody a checklist who attends the bootcamp. Well, here it is. In plain sight, the checklist basically kept me out of 2 bad trades. I'll show you Apple also. Same deal where I said, I think I was looking at it. No, let's just leave it up. These are the same things I was saying here. And if you watch my last video, so that way you can hold me accountable that I'm not just BSing. I know there's a lot of people on here like, oh, I made this call and, I knew Apple was going to 600, whatever. That's not me. So I had basically said that, the no trade on Apple because it's just a day trade and I wasn't trying to give you guys one. It basically sliced right through this level that I was looking at. And I said, I'm just going to avoid it. So here it is, sliced right through. The other day, and then came back up a little bit, dropped again. Now here we are. This is yesterday, the close. Here we are today. So it made a high of 137.98. Let's just call it 138. All right, it's down $18. Is a low today. One of the 120.50. I avoided all that pain just from having a set plan to follow and keeping out of trades because it didn't comport with my strategy. So, or the checklist that I give you too, that follows it. And here we are. Missed two trades because of it, or it kept me out of 2 bad trades. It's just that think of that as like money in the bank. The one thing I did show you guys that I said is an alternative trade is that was my trade from this morning. Really quick. Was Facebook. So I identified this level here from our trade room here. And I think I have a little bit more aggressive a trade than Mitch had posted. Some of you guys who are in the boot camp who get the free month, you'll notice looks a little different, but all in all the same. And basically what I expected here is that when price pulls back into this little area between these 2 lines here, price would reverse. Right now it didn't actually make entry yet. This trade's still viable. That if price comes down here, I'll still look to be a buyer. The only problem here for the next day or so, the market's closed at 6 o'clock Eastern right now, is tomorrow is non-farm payroll at 8:30 a.m. I like to be flat going into that, just because you don't know what's going to happen. Even though there's a couple of good ones, it could underestimate. It could still be fine. You just don't know how it's going to react. So I'm flat going into those things. Just me, personal preference. Do what you want. But when price comes down here, I'm looking to be a buyer. And after the market opens, of course, I'm going to see how the market digests the unemployment report, and then we'll take it from there. But this is my next trade that I'm waiting on here, as an alternative to those Apple or Tesla. So hopefully you watch that video and you kind of stayed away from some pain doing that, and I hope you did. And keep an eye out for this Facebook trade. We'll let you know how to do. Same deal to keep me accountable. We did another couple of cool trades if you're in here. The Myrna, Nike. We did a whole either a stock or an options gig here, and some new Apple stuff. I'm not going to go over the Apple stuff. If you guys want the Apple thing, Mitch put in. Oh, this is pretty good. Okay, I'm not going to show it to you guys in the video because I want to keep this short. If you want those Apple entry points, there's a short setup and a long setup in there. Reply to the email that you got for this video, and I will send it to you directly. But you got to send me an email and request it. Okay, just say, hey, I want that Apple setup you're looking at, and I'll send you a screenshot of it, and I'll have all the particulars in there. You guys should know what it looks like. But anyway, I just wanted to show you that just following simple checklist and a simple plan. I have a few steps in my checklist kept me out of a bad trade on Apple and a bad trade on Tesla, and keeps me waiting on this Facebook trade. But the trade's there. It's I'd rather not lose money, and when I can avoid it, I want to avoid losing money, obviously. So did I trade somewhere in the middle here with other stuff? Yeah, I had an AIG trade today. I'm not showing you that trade just because I didn't take a screenshot of the before picture and I didn't put it in Slack. Hold on, let me take a water. I didn't put it in Slack, so I have no way for you guys to hold me accountable of what I'm saying. So, take a look at this video, watch the last one, and, send me any questions you have. You guys were great with the questions, wanted to know, a little bit more, and I hope you got my replies. Please let me know you got them. When I take the time to reply to you about some stuff, I really appreciate an answer back. And if you want that Apple setup, go ahead and send me an email asking for it. And other than that, trade cautious. Don't forget tomorrow's non-farm payroll. Be very careful. It's also a long weekend. Monday is Labor Day. We might not notice now because of the pandemic, but the market's closed on Monday, so this is a tough 4 days. I'm going to be flat going into the weekend and hit the ground running on Tuesday. But have a great weekend. If there's anything newsy, I'll try and do another video tomorrow. But for now, talk to you guys soon. Take care.